All right, I think we are live on Facebook. Sister Augusta, are you able to check? Sorry, sisters and brothers. Whenever we plan ahead to get things rolling, to get the ball rolling, somebody stops the ball, whether it's nature or whatever it is that stops the ball from rolling the way we plan. Anyway, thank you for joining us. We know we are running a little bit late. That was not a plan, but we are going to continue with our plan. So my name is Monachim Saga. I am here in Houston, Texas, and I am here today with my two wonderful sisters. Sisters, please introduce yourselves. Can you all hear me?
Yes, for sure. Yeah, my name is Augusta. I'm here in Richmond, Texas. Thank you for being here.
And my name is Ekwe Simon Okube from Lexington, Kentucky. So before we go on our food for thought today, a responsible adult, male or female, is a dependable and committed adult. It is the one that understands his or her responsibilities and discharges same without coercion or much persuasion. He or she accepts the consequences of what he or she says or does. People who are responsible develop their potentials and do not make excuses for their actions or blame others when things go wrong. Adults of Africa, especially our men, are you ready to reject greed and unfruitful ego and become responsible adults? Your children and grandchildren are looking up to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Stephen. They are indeed looking up to them. So our topic today, what is this one? Our topic today is political parties and fake freedom fighters. Political parties and fake freedom fighters. We send out this thing on our weekly ad, but some of you have seen it already as to where we are going with this topic today. So thank you once again.
Close shop.
Close shop. What am I reading?
They should close shop.
All right, they should close shop. For some reason, hold on, my video is blocking that part. There you go. So yes, you're right. It is closed shop. I'm like, it doesn't sound right. Something is
like what you said, yeah.
I wasn't confident.
Yes, close shop, close shop. Mechin.
Closed shop. We have to go. The blood of our children are flowing on the streets. So we're saying closed shop, political parties, and fake freedom fighters. So when we think about the political and economical cost of keeping that country called Nigeria together, we can see it has become extremely too high for us. The wise ones will typically push for a peaceful resolution. We witnessed this solution. I'm sorry. Let me start all over. I don't know why I'm having an issue today. So when the political and economical cost of keeping a country together becomes extremely too high, the wise ones push for peaceful dissolution. And we witnessed this solution in 1992, when the United States and its European allies could not preserve the unity of Yugoslavia. So what did they do in January of that year? Amidst war and chaos, the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia ceased to end. Meanwhile, in January 1 of 1993, the Federal Republic of Czech went through a peaceful self-determined split into independent countries of the Czech Republic and Slovakia. Both countries negotiated and subsequently divided their common position like embassies, military equipment, etc., according to their population size. This velvet divorce or bloodless velvet revolution, as some would have called it, earned the Czech the honor of being the only Eastern Bloc state that has entirely break up peacefully. This has shown us that this is possible for us to do. So it's not impossible, like some of our educated advocates, senior advocates will think that it's impossible. However, in our case, those gaining from our pain and sorrow of keeping that Nigeria together will not allow for fast dissolution of the evil enclave. The political parties, they keep taking oath every 4 years to sustain the military decree that some of us mistakenly call 1999 Constitution, which has kept us enslaved now for how many years? We watch them every 4 years do their blood ritual election to renew our enslavement. What about the fake freedom fighters? They are all over the place, making endless noise in our ears when they know that bringing down the 1999 military decree is the only way forward. They chose to continue to deceive our people. Are we listening to the endless mbagawa ajambela na agoranya ka egwu mbagawa ajambela na agia? We've been listening all this time. They keep taking our people in circles while collecting money and scaring us with the news of death and extermination, yet no solution. If you remember the Jonahs in the Bible, these people, they remind us of that Jonah because they keep running from doing the right thing. When are we going to stop from or running from the truth? When? When are we going to be responsible and think of problems that our people are going through? These political party animals or class, whatever you want to call them, they set up their own local government. Their house is the only house with light and water and access road in the village. During Christmas, they will cajole their conscience and when they give us rice, if we are lucky, we get engine oil rice. If you're lucky, we get vegetable oil rice. They fence their houses to keep away the poor and of course the unwanted guests, as if that fence will protect them the day that we'll build our ladder to come through it, to enter their mansion. They are the ones keeping Nigeria one and keeping us from rising. And as the Jonah in the Bible, that got fortunate, the shark swallowed him, but he repented and the shark brought him out. For you guys, for you political class, you're not gonna be that lucky. When the shark swallows you, you are gone for real. You're not coming back. There will be no chance.
Amen.
This is your chance now before you get swallowed. This is your chance now to get it right. This is your chance now to do the right thing. This is your chance now to look at other case studies. God has given us so many case studies for us to know how to dissolve that country called Nigeria so that people can go their peaceful way. Or if they choose to remain as one, at least they will have a say in how it's going to continue as a country. Thank you. Sister Bessa, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Sister Muna, for that intro. You know, we've been talking to our people and hopefully they are listening because, you know, it's now so obvious that the political class are the most wicked class ever in the history of that country. So the wickedness of the political class, I mean, we can't just measure it. It's that deep. Despite video and pictures, evidence, the Fulani federal government of Nigeria is still lying about the Lekki NSARS. You know, CNN for the first time decided to showcase something that we have been talking about all along. You know, normally they will say it's farmers and clasher, whatever. That's the excuse they've been using. But for the very first time, they were able to analyze that Lekki massacre, and they know for sure that it was real. And Lai Mohammed, our Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed, the Minister of Misinformation, was able to lie. Anyway, that's the guy's name, you know, the guy lies. Oh goodness, the guy can lie. An old man like that, there is no single truth in his mouth. I wonder if his step gets to heaven. Okay, they won't even get to heaven. Let's not go there.
So, yeah, he has defeated the devil in lying.
If he gets
he has won the devil.
Where the devil is, the devil will say, "Nah, man, I didn't know that you could lie way more than I ever did."
Yeah,
you understand? You know, he really went. He is like that, you know, just to feed as against the people they are supposed to protect. You see, so that's the scary part. So he lied about the Lekki massacre, and CNN is standing on her feet or whatever, or its feet that, hey, this is the true story of what happened. You cannot lie yourself out of it.
So you know, it's not a coincidence, because CNN knows that the resolution that their country, America, has passed a resolution and they're moving in to do something to protect their own. So they know something. They know something.
something.
Not maybe. These people, they know something. They want to move ahead so that people will say, oh, they're gaining ground, because when the news will break, they want to be the first to break the news.
To break it.
They pride themselves as being the first to break the news. So they know something is coming. So they're coming in to take grounds. Yeah. They're not doing it for you. It's their business.
I'm surprised that for
yes. Things have been happening. Now, how can they not be talking about it?
They're killing us, and nobody.
Exactly. So they know something that the rest of our people that we're telling them on this platform, trying to inform them that something is coming, something is cooking, something is boiling, it will soon boil over, and it's coming. So CNN knows, and they're already coming in gradually to begin to break the news when it will break. Please go ahead.
Fake news, man.
Yeah, break their fake news.
While the youth of Niger Delta are lamenting over their poverty and wretchedness, oh my God, you got to go to that part, that area where the wealth of the country comes out from, and you would cry. You would cry. You would like, what kind of a slum? You would cry. You would cry. You would say, God, how did God even create people to live in that kind of condition? The wretchedness has no part two. I'm not kidding. I have been there. I've seen it. The wretchedness had no part two. So they are lamenting about their leaders, and their leader chose to throw a party. You see, when the owners of the land are crying that you are supposed to protect us, and the supposed leaders are arranging party for the Fulani Caliphate, and you are wondering.
Amuna, please, do you have the picture there?
Put the picture on. You see?
Yes.
You see that?
See them.
That is governor of Rivers State just some week. You understand? Organizing birthday party in the honor of what's the minister's name, Gosef? Akusila Mohammed there. And you are wondering, this poverty that these people foisted on our people, the so-called Yeson Wike had not shouted about it. You understand? So we don't have leaders. When we say we don't have leaders, we are not kidding. We're not kidding. We don't have leaders. And this constitution is making them misbehave. I keep saying it. The constitution is the only thing giving them that chance. Now, let's think about it. In 2018, Muhammadu Buhari signed pipeline MOU with Niger Republic. MOU is Memorandum of Understanding. See him signing. There's another picture. Yes. That picture, it was signing pipeline to Niger Republic. Yeah, I don't know how to explain this one.
Do you want me to play the video?
Play the video, sister. Samuna, if you can, please. Hi.
It's overwhelming, my dear. The stupidity can just take you out. How far these people has gone in earning degree on stupidity. It's unbelievable. Despicable.
Speaking after that signing ceremony, President Muhammadu Buhari said Nigeria and Niger have excellent relations for several decades as neighbors sharing a long border with common cultural and historic ties. He said the initiative will not only provide a reliable market for the stranded crude from Niger Republic, but will also provide petroleum products for Nigeria as the country aggressively pursues its aspiration on petroleum product self-sufficiency.
I am happy that several productive engagements held between the Nigerian and Nigerian authorities have resulted in the positive agreements to progress with activities on this important project.
The president also expressed the hope that the current exploration efforts in the northern part of the country, including Chad Basin, Gongola Basin, Sokoto Basin, Bida Basin, as well as Benue Basin, will also result in the provision of additional hydrocarbon inflow to the corridors of the proposed pipeline and a potential refinery around Kaduna State. In his remark, the president of Niger Republic, Muhammadu Issoufou, said the signing of the memorandum is an important step in the consolidation of the mutually beneficial bilateral relationship between the two countries. He said Nigeria and Niger are countries from the same empires, divided only by colonialism. Speaking earlier, the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Mr. Kachuku, said President Muhammadu Buhari has personally driven the initiative to have the pipeline and refineries established.
The Nigerian government is very supportive of this, just like we are. And part of the thing is that if it bundles the restriction that you have in terms of trading of Niger crude, because they do not have a corridor to the sea. So this enables them to have a corridor to move this out into market. It enables us to have a corridor to bring in more product.
And it's going to be like a 50,000 barrel refinery, which eventually we intend to scale it up to 100,000 barrels with the feedstock crude coming from Niger Republic.
All right, so we just wanted to sort of show the little picture video on how these people are sharing our national wealth on national TV, and we are busy watching it and not doing it.
And Ibe Kachuku is talking as if it's a good thing. It's a very, very good idea to import 100 barrels of oil.
Yes, slave boy, he's been captured.
Look at, they said that the Nigeria and Niger, they are the same empire. What empire are they talking about? Did you all hear that? What empire are they talking about? I mean, this is so scary. And our people are here speaking Dogo Tureshi. They are speaking to big grammar, and we are being exploited openly. If you can build a refinery in Niger, what stops you building one in Bayelsa? Can we have a good refinery, but the element one in the rivers can't it be repaired for crying out loud?
You are conquered. The slave has no rights. That's why you're not part of the Congo. He said Niger and Nigeria is, and he said also it's weird or something like that. There's something he said in that place, meaning that when they talk of Nigeria, they're not talking about the Igbos, the Yorubas. They're talking about the Fulani.
The Fulani, yeah.
So because they have one kingdom. He says one kingdom, one heritage, one historic whatever. So they're not talking about you. It's something like the way they say hi. Go. We're not talking about you. We're talking about human beings. You are a cow. They're talking about human beings. So
are you giving us more credit? We are not cow. We are worse than cow. Which one?
okay.
Because they value their cow more than you and me.
Exactly. Oh, it's true. We are beneath cows. You're right.
No, they are beneath cow. Oh my God, Sister Mona, do you have that video where Silva Timi Pre, that Niger Delta guy that was applauding the? Because
it's always our people that will sell us out. They don't come direct. They use our people to buy us.
Stamina, play that video if you can find it.
Okay, let me look for it.
It is sad. It's beyond sad. It's beyond sad. It's beyond God knows what.
The second segment, you might start from the second part, because I've seen part of the first.
Do I have the video? Did he send it to me?
Yep. Checking your let me see. Tell you what is titled. Let's start from
Can you forward it to me now?
Okay.
Because I can't find it on this.
I'm coming. So the very first one, I'm sending it to you. You start from, let me tell you, 0 point. Let me see where, sorry. Viewers, sorry. No, don't start from beginning. Did I start it?
Where do you want me to start it from? I have it up.
I'm trying to get to the place. Sister Augusta, check. You see the second place, the second. Wow.
Okay. If we can't find it, did you find it? We can just continue.
Yeah, it's there. The second part. Can you check where I wrote the second part? I said I will not start from beginning. It's long. Right. 0 point something. The second, I said 2 sections.
I've seen it.
Okay, thank you.
I've seen it. Hold on.
That's our brother Chinedu. He's doing a great job.
Mm-hmm.
He said it calls the political parties. He said that is a what's it called? It's a party of interest or some self-interest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see.
An interview with Channels Television on Monday said there is nothing to be embarrassed about.
I don't see that as an embarrassment at all, Sheung. As a country, Nigeria is a big market. We need product. Even if all our refineries were functioning, we will still need extra product. Niger Republic produces oil, and they are landlocked as a country. They have a refinery that refines in excess of what they require in country. And they offer to sell the excess to us in Nigeria because this is a bigger market. In the spirit of regional cooperation, regional trade development, we decided that we will buy from them. I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, if your neighbor is producing something that is required in your country and you buy from him, why
I can see his face.
I beg. If your neighbor is producing something, what is your neighbor producing that you cannot produce?
Because this is
Let's continue. Let's get to the end.
I think Nigerians should even be proud that we are doing that. I mean, to be able to encourage this sub-regional trade, because we've had this problem. We've been talking about sub-regional trade for a long time.
Okay, my dear, go ahead. Look at
This is so scary.
I think is that the end?
No.
I mean the end of that section, because he said some other things.
Okay, want me to finish it?
Yeah.
Not the entire this thing. Like, is that where? Because I can't remember the minutes.
It's almost towards the end.
Sister Augusta, I wrote from so to so. Do you see?
I can't.
Are we there now?
No.
Because we just want to show our people, because when we call these people names and say this is what is going on, we don't want to be hearsay. We want you to hear it with your ears, and you look at his face talking to us. I mean, if you are breaking a good news, won't you be smiling and be happy and be excited that we have done something great?
Stamina, try and run it to 4 minutes, 4:30. Please.
You'll be excited, but he's looking like a slave that are carried to go and kill, because that's what it is. He's selling his people.
Play it up to 4:30.
Okay.
We've been talking about sub-regional trade for a long time. And this is one of the examples of how it should be between neighboring countries. Niger should import from us what we have. We should be able to import from Niger what they have. Benin should import from us what we have, and we should be able to import. Let us try and encourage intra-regional trade. And this is one good example. You have to also...
We can stop now. Yeah, intra-regional trade, inter-regional trade, whatever he's trying to talk about. You can even see his face, as Sister Ekwe rightly said. Does that look to you like somebody that is happy? That somebody that is not embarrassed? Is he not embarrassed?
He is embarrassed in himself.
He's extremely. His name is Timi Pre Silva. He's from Niger Delta.
Yes.
He's the Nigerian Petroleum Minister for State, telling citizens, telling us, the owners of the land, the owners of the product, that we should be proud that they're importing fuel from Niger Republic. That Niger produces more that in excess, so the excess they need to sell it. For crying out loud, where is Niger getting the crude oil from? Where is Niger getting the crude oil from? Why can't we refine oil? For crying out, I did chemistry, industrial chemistry as my first degree. We practically refine oil in the lab. So if I can, for me, during the war, were they not refining oil? Were they not refining crude oil? During the war, The things you need to refine this oil they are not rocket science. They are simple things that you can get. All you need to do is continue to boil it. And each time, if it gets a certain temperature, whatever gas or whatever you get in the process, they call this thing fractional distillation. That's what it's called. That's what refinery is. Why can't we refine our own? Or what will it take to build a refinery? What will it take to build a refinery? You are sending crude oil to Niger. Niger is refining it and selling it back to you. How are we going to survive, for crying out loud? And somebody saying he's not embarrassed. Somebody said we should be proud. A Nigerian is saying we should be proud that they are carrying the oil in his backyard to Niger Republic to go and refine. Why can't he and his own people refine it?
And you know the funny thing, their own people are already refining it at the backyard of their house as black market. So this thing is an easy thing. He said he did it in high institution. Integrated science. We did it in integrated science. As little as I was, I went home to construct that thing. I constructed it, brought some things because I want to see, because I'm a scientist. I want to see it, understand it very well. This is what a whole nation cannot do, because our inside is our lies. They want to sell our land to their people, and they will connect. I tell people it's only one republic, Fulani Republic.
Fulani Republic.
Which like Bala told us, is a fluid population. It flows everywhere.
Did they not say that the republic in Nigeria and the Niger Republic is an empire?
It's an empire. Exactly. So they're telling all these things. They're not hiding it. They have in Cameroon, they have all these Songhai Empire or Fulani Empire or whatever. They are still recognizing that old empire. They are not seeing your borders. They are not seeing your colonial borders. And based on that, you are not a human being. Sister Augusta, please continue.
It's so sad. How do we give out what we lack? I don't know whether you all understand. How do we?
Yeah, my sister, I don't understand it.
I do not understand this.
It's only an irresponsible father or mother or someone.
And they're always using our people as the willing to carry out all these unnecessary, all these things that are further killing us, killing we the people. And our people are not, is it that their brain, I don't know what part of the brain these guys are using. It baffles me.
It's greed. It's greed. It's not what part.
How much? Greed of how much? Okay, they are enjoying the 30% derivative instead of enjoying 100% derivative.
No, they're not enjoying it. It's their few leaders that are sharing the 13%. Have you seen anything in their place? Like somebody that is enjoying something. They get it. Their few leaders share it among themselves. The political class that we're talking about, those wicked souls, because we keep telling our people, the people killing you are the political people, the political parties, those people doing all those activities. Now the ones killing you, that ones opening doors
but
for your enemy to come in and kill you and steal your resources. So that the ones you should face, throwing parties for your enemy, they are the ones. Go ahead, please.
They pretend as if they don't understand, but in all honesty,
they know what they're doing now.
They know what they are doing. Look at Senator Baribe the other time. I think it was during an interview. He said he's not part of the government.
My dear.
He's a legislator. All the time he's always trying to exonerate himself from wrongdoing. He's always trying to fall into people so that they will sympathize with him and all that.
And he's aiming at his future political ambition. Don't think he's doing it for you. He want to be on the good side of our people. Not that he really wants to fight for us. He
doesn't care about our people.
He just wants to be in that good book so that when he's stable, when the table for his vote, I think he wants to be governor of his state or be president of his place. I don't know. So that when they come,
he wants to be the governor of his place. That is why he was supporting that rogue franchise.
Exactly.
They'll be attending burial and all that side. They will see my good guy.
Exactly. They think they're smart.
Yeah. Doing all that, so they'll see him as a good guy. Is the one that will come up during the Senate and talk. You are talking. And your constituent is in one of the most deplorable conditions ever. According to them, there's this skit this funny guy did about Abba Road. He said, if you ply a bar road, if a woman wants to have an abortion and plies a bar road one time, that the baby will
I remember it.
stop. You know, that is the truth. The roads are not motorable. The places are not good. The area market, all those popular markets that they had in those days, you can't even have them.
And somebody
of technology. I mean, our kind of local technology. I remember in those days when you were growing up, if you wear a clothes, they say it's Abba made. Abba can do it. When I went home, I saw a lot of these designers handbag.
Yes, let's put them
on the floor. I was saying, you know, if you didn't know how the original Louis Vuitton really looks like, you would think that's the real Louis Vuitton. 500. I'm like, duh.
And somebody representing them cannot make sure that they have road access road, and he says he's not part of the government. Why did we vote you then? Who are you representing? What are you doing there?
Who is he representing? Why is he there?
Come back home. Come back home if you're not part of the government. Come back home. All of you, come back home. You're not part of the government, right? Come back home so that we people decide. Come back home.
Let people decide who will go.
All of you, come back home. You're not part of the government because the government is there duping us, and you say you're not part of them. Okay, and we sent you there to represent us. Come back home. Since you're not responsible for our woes, you can't stand for us. You can't speak for us. You can't fight for us. Come back home. We are ready to do things for ourselves. We, the owners of the land.
And when you are pretending that you are fighting for us, like Dilo Malaya, my friend, I call him my friend. I don't want to call him my enemy because he remains my enemy. When you continue to, you are pretending that you are fighting for your people, and you are actually not fighting for your people. That's nauseating. As Sister Ekwe rightly said, if you cannot do it, come back home. Let us re-strategize.
They cannot do it already. There's no.
Come back home. They're not even doing it. All they know is about their personal pockets. Yes. And this is what has led the Biafran Rogue franchise to flourish, because they found out that, they can, manipulate some people. They can push some people to their death. They can talk to our people, energize our people. Then you have to come and meet them to allow them to, all those gimmicks. It has to stop. And that's why we're saying they need to close shop. They need to close shop. Sister Mona, can you sing that your song? Can you sing it?
That's the story of the Rogue franchise. That's what they're doing to my people.
And do you know that millions of our people will be watching them? And they will be singing Mbagaba Ajambene.
Ajambene.
Lutu Kunka.
Ajambene. Hey. Ajambene. 7 years. Ajambene.
And I gotta have the about the thing. The worst part of it that this in Jambela is talking about animals. Now human beings are taking over.
Taking over. Worse than what the animals even did.
Animals are even more sensible.
Brainless, walai, brainless. And we would ask, how did we get here? The historic perspective of leadership in Africa. How did we get here? How? Why did we allow this to continue? Sister Muna, we have a solution. Why is that Dokubo's video?
Yeah, before that, I think Sister Muna wants to give us some historic perspective.
Part of it is that some people are having issues about who is responsible for leadership in Africa. And we keep telling them there are those that are responsible for this. They didn't just wake up overnight and then it started happening, right? Somebody is responsible. Just like when you come to a household, there should be a man in the house, a woman in the house, and who is the head of the household. And we've talked about this all the time. So when we talked about our men, some people would think that we're referring to them while we're referring to those in leadership, because they are the ones responsible for all our woes.
Because it's not about them. It's not about those standing by the roadside.
Yeah.
How many are not that important
in leadership since we started doing this video? You know that most African societies, they operate on a patriarchal system of male headship and female submission in social relations and marriage. This means that men is in charge, and women are submitted to both their husband and their fathers. This is everywhere. I looked at literature everywhere. So everywhere you dig, literature will often characterize African women as subservient to fathers and husband. In the 20th century, women lost their influence and power when the patriarchy and colonialism changed gender relation. The role of female chief decreased as male chief negotiated with British colonial powers in the oversight of taxes and governance. Nigerian men and European firms, they dominated the distribution of goods, and the economy become more and more dependent on cash crop for exports. So this pushed our women into the background where they were forced into informal economy, like doing odd jobs, cleaning to survive, or farming, or whatever little thing they are doing to take care of their children. The custom of land tenure system that once provided women with access to land, they exchanged that for land commercialization for those with access to wealth, which they earn from the sale of cash crops. Moreover, the European-style education system in post-colonial Africa favored boys over girls. So to further drive my point, I called some people, random people, about 20 people, Americans, Africans, just to ask them, can you tell me who is in charge in Africa? Because some people are thinking we are talking about them.
Evidence-based.
Some men, they will come out like monkeys and baboons and think we are talking about them.
No, it's not about you. It's not all about you, my dear.
100% of them identify that men rule Africa, which is fine. They say that men even rule the world, 100%, not 20 out of 20 said. But isn't that funny that our people that are here in the Western world do not know that men rule the world?
Wow.
That they don't know that information. That each time we talk about men, some of them with their grandiosity will take offense. They think we are talking about them. Men, for your information, please, we are referring to the handlers of the continent and not John Doe like you, clocking in and out in diaspora, suffering from self-aggrandizement. You're deeming yourself more important than what you are. You cannot impart nothing. Some of you can't even impart to a wife and a child. You can't even take care of your wife and your children without falling apart. We are talking about men at the hem of affairs. We're talking about decision makers. We're talking about opinion models. We're talking about those in politics and those that are taking our resources and handing it over to the Fulanis. We are not talking about those chilling in the land of free, hiding behind their wife's check. Some of them don't even have a job.
My dear, the wife that they imported from Africa to come and do nursing and pharmacy for them so that they will earn money. Slavery part 2.
Slavery part 2, my sister. Oh, please, if it bothers you when I mention men, then there is something in your heart that is guilting you that you're not doing. Our brother Tony Nadi is a man. He's not uncomfortable when we talk about men because he's doing his part. My sweetheart, my husband is a man. He's not uncomfortable when I talk about men because he's doing what he can. Now, the question then is for those of you feeling some kind of way when we talk about men, to ask yourself, are you doing what you're supposed to do for this restoration, for us to hijack back our country from the criminals in charge? So for clarity's sake, we are not talking about you, punk. You're not that important.
Are you doing all you can do?
Yeah, don't be twisted about this information. It's not you. You told me, you're not even man enough. You haven't even got there. We're talking about people that are there selling our properties and using it over and over again to take care of their children. Our people are dying. And some punk somewhere think we are talking about. Is your name, man? Have you now become Unudum like Mbe? Are you kidding me? I pray for the day that we can go back to pre-colonial times, when our women are respected, and our colonizers, they know this. They know that our women are powerful. They know what our women are capable of, and they are allowing their women to be at the forefront. They went to Africa and teach you guys to put your women in the background. According to literature, in pre-colonial Africa, women are queen mothers, queen sisters, they are princesses, chief holders of titles in the villages, and they're even occasional warriors. They were also politically active. They governed their home, which is an important role with significant power. They had a voice in many important issues concerning the family and communities. And even the privileged women in their homes, they were often mirrored as the same in the public. So we know who is in charge here. They are called men, M-E-N, men. So we're not talking about you, my dear. You thought we would go to talk about you. I'm talking about people like Buhari that is there selling our country to or our whatever you want to call that republic.
Niger.
Okay, Buhari, sister Muna. Okay, Buhari is selling our property to Niger, and our men are watching.
Oh.
I don't mention that, so they will come after you.
No.
I'm not watching this show anymore because they say they're talking about that.
Timmy Silva.
They paid $50 to whatever struggle they claim to be engaged in. They think now we're talking about them.
No. Timmy Prie Silva. Ibe Kachiku. Are they not men?
Look at those throwing parties now. Look at the picture we showed you about those throwing parties.
The South leaders are throwing parties for their Almajiri caliphate. Are those not men? When you are talking about the political warriors in the past, let us not even go far. Let's come to that Nigeria Gongo. In those days, Queen Amina of Zaria, I think, one Queen Amina was a political warrior.
Yes.
She was a warrior.
Yes.
Queen Amina. Queen India from Benin. About Yoruba place, Queen Moremi Abiwadi. These were warriors.
Yes. Moremi, yes. Moremi stopped military from entering Ile-Ife.
Yes.
Yes. These were women.
They were women. Oh, now let's even come home. They are about women riots.
Exactly, of 1929. Exactly.
If these women had not stopped the taxation to their district, do you know what would have become of us as at that time? Probably would have been extinct by now. Or some of us wouldn't have even been born. So if you are feeling that, oh, they come in and you are feeling so uncomfortable, then get the F up and start working. Please. Start working. Get us out of this quagmire. Get us out of this.
It's not everyone. I do want to thank my brothers out there that are really, when you hear about men and some people are calling them, do you know some men who sit after a show, call each other and be gossiping that they shouldn't watch a show anymore, that we're talking about men? Do you know that's not our men? Why Fulanis are taking our land and selling Niger Republic or whatever is selling all you to us? Our men are sitting on the phone with other women talking about, hey, they're not going to watch this show anymore. We're talking about men.
Can you imagine?
Why we are running in circle? Do you see where we are singing in Jagaba Ajambele? Appeared on stupid Facebook program. Now you think you're the commissioner of information? What, I mean, how did you elevate yourself to such a place that you think that I'm referring to you? When I don't even speak to you in person, now I'm gonna be referring to you on a 2-hour show that we have once a week. Who else is in charge in Africa? Who else is in charge in the world, if not men?
The former UN, what is that woman, Dr. Atamboli? What's that her name again?
Which one?
The former secretary.
UN ambassador.
What's that her name? Arikena. When she started talking about how France was collecting 500 billion from impoverished African countries, they pulled her out.
Yeah, the man came together and put her out. Yes.
Instead of them to push their sister forward and say, if this lady is going to get us out of this thing, let her go.
No, they will not. They're called men. They're called African men.
They pulled her. She was talking about
they want us to clap for them.
Impoverishment of some.
Yes. They want us to celebrate them. They want us to clap for them.
They are paying $500 billion to France. France that has already had everything. They pay that every year. And yet, there's so much lack in Africa. There's so much lack in those countries that are paying their colonial masters.
Unbelievable.
At least those ones, they even know how much they pay. We in Nigeria, we don't even know how much Nigeria pays.
No, we don't even know, sir.
There's no calculator.
No calculator. Even the oil that they're
doing. We don't even know. When they get one barrel, they just give us $10 and say they took. They don't have any measuring thing to measure how many barrels is being taken per day.
And one day that land will collapse.
No, they're selling people. They're selling body parts as well. They're selling body parts. People. You're talking about the oil. What about human beings that they're selling?
Brain drain.
Trafficking. Yeah, trafficking. Sex trafficking of young ladies.
Yes.
There was this video I was watching. The girl, probably 13 years old or something. They took her to a babalawo, naked her, and she was praying that if the guy that was supposed to take her to abroad, that she will not, she will make money for the guy and blah, blah, blah. And I'm saying, what is, and it's an Igbo guy, because they were speaking Igbo.
Do you know our men now pimp their mothers and their sisters? Our men now send their mothers and sisters to Europe to prostitute for them. Why they stay back home collecting chieftaincy title? Which one are we going to talk and which one are we going to leave? Please, we're saying it's time to be responsible. It's time to join our brother Tony Nadi. Stop ridiculing him. Stop laughing at him. Stop using your negative words and talk. No, get us out of this mess. If you want us to stop talking about men, then be a man that your forefathers were. Be a man that your forefathers were. In those days, our forefathers would not even allow a woman to feed them. They will work so hard. But our men today, they are very comfortable. A woman is earning and feeding them.
Oh,
They will even go and import more.
To the country and pick up one. You have to be a nurse. Find me a nurse.
Yes, find me a nurse. Find me a pharmacist. Is she able to go to school? Yes, because I want her to come here and do nursing and do pharmacy so that they will earn money. And then he will not use the money and go home and do chieftaincy title. On another person, meanwhile, the wife is doing 5 jobs. The wife is doing 5 jobs. She's not sleeping. She doesn't have time to even spend time with the family or the children. She's sleeping and waking up in the hospital. But he's in the village doing Ocholas work. Ocholas work who?
My dear, don't call them on
your wife. If you can sell your wife and your mother, who can't you sell? That's why people are selling our land. It's the same people back home, everywhere.
I know. How many lands can women inherit? It's the same men selling land.
Same men selling land.
Same men that their children will be missing, they don't know they are missing. It's the same men that will watch their child take a trek to Mediterranean Sea. They will be sleeping at night. Why?
Don't care.
Wait to find their child.
You say, woman, where is your son? Woman, where is that your useless son? That is not able to do anything. Meanwhile, he's not able to do anything, if not that the wife that is one that is feeding him.
Yeah. Yeah. Then when you mention the evil going on, somebody would think you're talking about them because they have really put themselves up there that they are God and they are Unudum of all men. Unbelievable.
No, they should realize that it's not personal. But if they feel that it is personal, then stand up from your bomb or whatever and start doing what is needed.
And get the job done.
And get the job
almost done.
And stop clapping for one franchise guy. The franchise guy that has misled you for years, telling you he's going to give you Biafra, and has never worked for it. So stop clapping and start doing what we're supposed to do.
Get us to use your brain
out of this.
Begin to think.
Because it is the Fulani men that are getting their own people out of their own
exactly.
men. Not the women when they build that Niger, all of them will move to Niger. They would have our oil, they would have our crude oil, they would refine it then, they would start, and our men are sitting here reading Cambridge and Yale and
they want us to clap for them.
And they're having 20 degrees at the same time.
They're waiting for the phone to ring so they can tell their wife they're calling her for double shift.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before.
They have their wife's phone in their hands.
Do you know some of them stay at home and plait their children's hair now, while their wives go to hospital and work for them? They cook soup and plait hair. I don't say you should not help your wife, but not at the expense of you not earning. You stay at home and plait hair and cook soup, then your wife goes to get money for you, and you don't even respect her. You don't even honor her. If you don't honor your wife, you don't honor your mother, how are you going to honor a nation? How are you going to know the importance of having nationhood and fighting for it for the sake of your children and your grandchildren? We're asking you to do better. Please. Please.
That's all it's all about. When somebody solution starts with you acknowledging that, hey, there's a problem here. There's a problem here that I need to solve. Not for you to start defending yourself. Oh, don't call me. Don't mention me. It's all of us. It's all of us. But when it comes out to you, who is going to marry who is you that will decide to go and catch a flight and marry a nurse and bring him here, then you won't be a woman, then you'll be a man. It's you that will open up an account and ask her to do direct deposit. Not be a woman, then you will be a man. Then when we talk about our children are being killed, then because don't call me, it's a problem. It's between you and me. You and me will solve this.
And if you don't give him the money, he will shoot you and say, "Hey, Kachi, I killed you. You didn't give me the check." My dear, you remember that video we watched? He said, "Yes, it's me that killed you. You did not give me a check." I'm like, what? What am I hearing with my 2 ears? A man? Is that an Igbo man? Or what can he have? Hey, Areme, who the mess go? Unu emezugo nwoke. Unu emezugo arụ emego. Chineke nnekwe n'ihe ọjọọ.
Chineke ekwela ihe ọjọọ, my sister. Chineke ekwela ihe ọjọọ.
What is this?
They are the one that will go to the chieftaincy. They are the one that will go and hang with these men. They are the one that will go and support them. They are the one that will meet them and take their own share. Them. Then when you talk about them, somebody will think you're really that important? Maybe you're doing something criminal in the background that I don't know. Maybe that's
we
why
don't know. And they will form people's club. Why are they forming it? So that when they die, they will carry their dead body back to Africa. So Africa is not a burial ground.
That is what it's all about. All the
clubs,
all
a political action committee.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the way the Chinese community is doing here in America, the way the Indian community, come and check out the Indian community here in Houston. You would they do this festival that they do every year for 1 week. Onyawola will call in to attend that festival.
But my brothers are paying $10,000 to join people.
Onyawola will call in to attend that festival. You must call in wherever you are working. That 1 week festival, and guess what? Because they have this tiny school. Once you come from India, they will now tutor you how to speak English, how to do your TOEFL exam. They will teach you how to. If probably you were a nurse in India, when you come here, they will give you the tutorial so that you can do your state board exam and pass. They have political standing. When it comes to politics, they will support both parties. Sometimes they will put all the effort in one party if that party is going to give them what they want. Yes. And here, we are not joining any political party. What we are joining is People's Club. Once People's Club come, now they have People's Club of Sugarland. Meanwhile, it was People's Club of Houston.
Okay.
Sugarland de Kewala. Before you know it, Richmond, where I live now, with Kewapara too. You start having.
You expect them to do stuff when a man can pick up the phone and start talking about useless stuff. You engage another woman, say they are talking about me, oh. They are talking about me. I hate this show. I will not watch this show. They are talking about me. Are you guys kidding me?
It's messed up. It's messed up. They got to stand up and start doing like the way other communities are doing here in America. They need the Jewish community in Southwest area, Sister Madada synagogue. The way they behave, that is why they have political, they key into the system.
There's no other way.
Get into trouble. They are this thing.
They will find something wrong. They will say about you, so that nobody will support you. So they could kill that one. Okay, ask them to come up with their own so you can join. When they come up, they will become a supremo there. He said, start yours, I'll be a servant there. I will serve. I will be a servant. They won't let you serve. My dear, these people, I've never seen the kind of people these people are. God, it has to be, I don't know.
They should close shop and let us find a way to get out of this.
Maybe they should close their brain so that people that are alive will start talking. Let the dead people stay in their coffin. We need to.
They're already dead and they're talking. And we told them that dead people don't talk. They should stay in coffin so that we come around so that we know those are alive and those that are dead, and move with those that are alive, because there are people that are alive. Our brother Tony is very, very much alive, and he has been working hard for about 20 years. We are seeking all this thing we are doing is for support to the proposal that LNC and MNN have put forward. And these are men, they put it forward. But majority of men will stand on their way. They will rather watch women that are showing their cleavages, dancing and saying them whatever they want to show them for hours. That's what our men will spend their time doing. We don't want that anymore. We want a change. You listening to us, we demand a change. Stop what you're doing. What you're doing is hurting us as a people. Please, are you ready for the video?
Yes. And that you use it for the good.
Solution. We are talking about solution.
And that you use it for the good of all. When late President Yar'Adua realized that he had come into office through a fraudulent election and that he was going to govern.
This is a video now about what happened to it. Okay.
It's important that you identify an opportunity and that you use it for the good of all. When late President Yar'Adua realized that he had come into office through a fraudulent election and that he was going to govern using a fraudulent constitution, he tried to make it right. And so he set up the Uwais panel. We know how that went, but may his gentle soul rest. There has been this call put out by members of the National Assembly asking for memorandum to enable them review and amend the Constitution. Any review or amendment on the 1999 Constitution will only amount to adding to the fraud. It will amount to you defrauding Nigerians and committing treason against the peoples of Nigeria. And I will explain this clearly. The 1999 Constitution is the reason for the spread of injustice, inequality, zero development, use of impunity, looting recklessly, and irresponsibility that is thrown around the country. It is responsible for the militia gangs everywhere. Why? Because the peoples are agitating for their rights. The Constitution is the reason why Nigeria is today described as a failed state. And let me break this down. Only the owners of a company can write or rewrite the memo and article of their company. In the memo, you see the statement of agreeing to form a company. And in the article, you see how they intend to relate to themselves within that venture. In the same vein, only the peoples of a country can write their constitution based on their agreement. They need to first agree to commit to a union, which Nigerians haven't done, which is why the first line in the preamble that says we the people is considered a forgery. And because we have not agreed on any terms as contained in the schedule, it is considered a fraud. So how do you want to amend a fraud? You can get this right, like Yaradua. Attempt, but don't stop at attempt, because none of you will die. Ensure that it happens. Work with the people, okay? And join us in this call for the decommissioning of this fraud called 1999 Constitution. We cannot allow Nigeria to become a failed state. So what do? As contained in the UN document of the rights of indigenous persons, you need to get the feed-rating units, the peoples, the Anaks, the Bibios, the Ijaws, the Igbos, the Hausas, the Yorubas, the Nupes, the Igalas. You know the peoples. You can do this along ethnic lines, or you can do them with the states as a feed-rating units. Let everyone come to a referendum, like the South Africans did with their apartheid constitution. Let them come and agree. Okay, and based off of their agreement, you can then draw up a constitution. That is the only honest, peaceful, truthful thing to do. Any attempt to review or rewrite or amend, you only add to the fraud. You only commit treason against the peoples, and that is not what you want to do. Do something positive, members of the National Assembly. For once, yes, you came in through a fraudulent election, but you can get this fraud off the way. Stand up for the truth for once. If that is all that you get to do, stand with the peoples and get this right. For once, ask for the decommissioning of this constitution. Let us go to referendum, and based on our terms and conditions, you can draft our constitution. Anything outside of that is adding to the fraud.
Thank you, sister. You can say that again. Anything outside of that is adding to the fraud. There's no other way to describe it. Sister, please go ahead.
Yes, there's no other way to describe it. We are here, daughters of truth. We are here to speak the truth from everywhere. If it's truth, we will speak it. Naked truth, we will give it to you. And the good thing about us is that we are not only talking about problems, we're talking about solutions. When we tell you what the problem is, we will tell you this is a solution. This is how they do it all over the world. So if we can't continue to reinforce our own enslavement. That's what we're saying. We can't continue to reinforce our own enslavement. My people say it's only a tree that hears that it will be cut down and it stands there waiting for that to happen. It's time to suspend all national political activities at national level, all political activities. Because if your house is on fire, you don't go chasing rats. First thing first, like our sister Hilda said, we have an issue. There is a sovereignty dispute, like Brother Tony will say all the time, that what we are talking about is a fundamental problem, foundational problem. Azotani, that means you have to get the land first before you start thinking of what type of bed or mattress or mat or mansion you want to put on the land. You don't design a mansion when you don't have a land or when you have lost your land. So the first thing is close your political activities. All those political parties, APC, PDP, ACPC, PCPC, RPPC, whatever you are called, suspend them for now. Shut your political shop until the owners of the land speak, because they've not spoken.
Nope.
They need to speak and tell the politicians how to proceed, because the politicians are the employees. The owners of the land are the owners of the company, they are the employers. They are the ones that when they finish, you say your legislator or your senator, your whatever, before you will begin, they will give you the terms and conditions you will use to proceed. You don't have that yet. We have not met. So it is time to hear the voice of the people. And the only way for the people to speak in a democratic setting is called referendum. They will do referendum. And then that's how you know their decision and their mind. You don't feel their mind like temperature. You get thermostats and feel their, no. You conduct a referendum to know what they have in mind. You see, any Christian that is still honoring and accepting this fraudulent constitution has no light and has no truth in himself or herself. You are deceiving yourself as a Christian. Why? How can you teach your children to value truth and not to lie when you live a lie? The life you're living is lying.
Every day. Mm-hmm.
So how can you possibly stand and say, I'm a Christian, I want to teach my children or other people's children about truth and how to value truth? Your entire existence is lie. You live under a death warrant that another person signed and put your name inside. And we keep telling our people, like Sister Mona said, we are not the first to seek dissolution in an unworkable nation. We are not the first. That is what responsible adults do. The question at this point is, how do we want it? In peace or in pieces? Our sister gave us an example at the introduction when he spoke about Federal Republic of Czechoslovakia. They got their own dissolution through peace, while Yugoslavia went through anarchy. Do we understand what we're saying? That the choice is really ours. We can decide to go the way Czechs went, or we'll go the way Yugoslavia went. But we don't want that. Like for Czechs, Czech Republic and Slovakia, they both negotiated and peacefully divided their common possessions. Like Sister Mona said, they said this can be discussed. This is 2020. We don't need to go through anarchy. We don't need to go through fight. We don't need to go through blood. Some people, some vultures, they will say blood. They want blood. Meanwhile, the blood they're calling for is the blood of our people. They are living abroad and calling for war on our people. And when the people like Wike or whoever that wants to look for who to kill, they will kill our people on ground.
Oh.
So we do not want war. There's no need for it. We have fought war before and we lost 3.5 million over and we're still losing. We are having a lot of examples. We are seeing nations do what we want to do. And they have done it and it's working for them. Why can't we do the same thing? That's why as Daughters of Truth, we're asking us, what is holding us? LNC, MNN Partners Alliance, they have this proposal for Nigeria for over 20 years now. In fact, 3 weeks after this 1999 military decree came out, someone like late Chief Rotimi Williams, he called it a fraud. He told our people, he warned our people 20 years ago.
Wow.
He said this is a fraud. And these are people that you know. Chief Rotimi Williams, he was the first senior advocate of Nigeria. This son that they're calling son or son. Then his own was son because he was saying what he needed to be people that did the right thing. He was even one-time president of Nigerian Bar Association. So he should know. 3 weeks into it, he said, this is fraud. This cannot work. Now we're telling our people, constitutional force majeure is coming because that's the next step. We have 16 steps. 14 have been done. The next step now is called constitutional force majeure. It doesn't make sense for anyone to still, like, you keep discussing something else when we have put the solution on the table. Okay. LNC, MNN, they have put the solution on the table. So it does not make sense for you to be discussing anything again.
Yeah, Igbo presidency, 2020, 2023. Are you guys?
We don't want to hear. We don't want to hear 2022 presidential election. Who are you electing? Buhari and his brothers and sisters? For them to continue to sell us to Niger, their kingdom? It's not negotiable, my people. There's nothing else that we want to discuss except how to dissolve this nation or country peacefully. We are talking to our greedy and selfish political class. Your greed is killing us. The money you're making is blood money. Our fake freedom fighters, FFF, you must close shop at this point in time. There's a picture, Sister Mona, I want us to put up, please, the domino one, because we would like to show graphics. It's LNC, MNN, it's their picture. So we didn't create it. Daughters of Truth did not create it. Okay, you look at this domino one, you see 3 pillars. There's a union, there's a constitution, there's election. Now there's at this end where you have like a weight. If you look at that weight, it says Lower Niger area, southwest, and Middle Belt. These are the non-Fulanese, the non-Fulani people being killed. We have shown you people this map severally, about this alliance. So this white place, you see this white people, they want peace. They're in white. So they are the ones that they will put that weight, that down there, as they put it, which is you listening to us. For people have been asking, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? And sometimes when we tell them what to do, because we are not telling them to go and bring their mother, sell their father, kill their mother and their father, sell their land and bring their money, it sounds so simple to them. It's not making sense to them.
They're not believing it.
They're not believing it. We're not telling you to kill your governors and bloodshed everywhere. That's not what we're saying. So we don't want anarchy. We're not telling you to go and kill and burn all the properties, because when you burn all the properties in our land, we'll begin all over again. We don't even have enough money. They've stolen everything that we have. We want to conserve what we have. Why do you want to go and burning properties and burning things that we have, or burning refineries and burning? Don't burn anything. Don't kill anyone. Listen to us. What we are asking you to do is very simple. Your rights as a people, take back your rights. You are the ones supporting political parties. You're the ones supporting those APC. Youth is you that they use. You are the one that form the crowd. When they call their rallies, when they go for their campaign, it is you that go there to fill it up. We're not telling you about boycott, that you should wait when they finish organizing, you now boycott the election. No, at that point, it's too late. Now, this 2020, today, this week, today, you must call your brothers and sisters that are doing political parties to stop. to close shop.
Immediately.
Close shop immediately. The legislators, the senators, all of them talking 2023, tell them we don't want to hear, oh, we don't want to hear. We don't want to hear, oh, we don't want to hear. We don't want to campaign for you, brother, sister. Don't come and we don't want to campaign for you. We want to safeguard our land first. That is the weight you need to put on that thing. Sister Muna, please, can you bring the next one? So when you put that weight down, you see, once you don't do that, every other thing collapses. What is the first thing that will collapse? Their stupid election. Which is the ritual, like someone has said. The ritual they do every 4 months, every 4 years that they use our blood. That's the first thing that will collapse. As it's collapsing, it's hitting the constitution down. As it's hitting the union down. Everything is going down. Who will do it? You and I, we the people. We have the power to do it.
Yes.
We've shown you. Chile did it. Namibia did it. South Africa did it. Algeria did it a few weeks ago. We can do this thing, people. We can do this thing. So it's time to tell them this is the easiest tool you have in your hands. All of you, both those that want to see Nigeria reconstructed or those that want to pull out of it, this is all you need to do. Terminate that journey to that national election. That's the first step. All political activities can begin after the owners of the land have made up their minds what they want to do with the failed state of Nigeria. Not before. Not before. So once we do that, political parties, we're not telling what to do. We're saying suspend it. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, let's get our land first. Oh, they are taking our land. Hold on. Stop telling us the candidate to come or how you want to do it. Hold on. Hold on. We want to decide what we want to do with our land. They are coming to take it. We want to make that decision first. And then when we are finished, then you can continue with your jamboree, but not before. If not, shark will swallow Jonah. We're telling you, I'm warning you now. Answers.
Second chance.
Okay. My dear, please go ahead.
Absolutely, sister. You cannot say this enough. You know, because we in Africa, we are used to having problems. You know, that's all we do. I've had a saying that someone meaning that we take suffering and how do I say in English? And we are happy with it. Like we are
we are posing with it, forming swagger. We are swagger.
That's what we do as Africans. And for the first time, we're offering solutions, you know, and we've likened some of these solutions with the American taste. You know, whatever you buy here in America, I promise you, if you start thinking from the perspective, it's not hard to do, it's not hard to fix, you will get it. If you begin to think like an African, there's no way they will sell me this thing and make sure I don't suffer before I put it together. You will never put it together. So this is the solution that we're offering you. All these things that my sister has enumerated all along for us to get our freedom. It's really that simple. You don't have to fast and pray. You don't have to bring your mother's breast. You don't have to kill your niece. You don't have to bury anybody alive. You don't have to go to DBS house. You don't have to take an oath. It's really that simple. That if you understand this LNC Alliance protocol or strategy, that you will find ourselves in a happy place. And we keep saying 2021 could be that year. It could be that we're looking for if we key into the process. It's not that difficult, people. It's not that difficult. There is no propaganda with this. There is no bring money with this. We're not firing anyone. We're not going to be broadcasting from one radio station to another. If we guys get these things, you don't even have to see us anymore. We are good. We are comfortable with that. What we are here to do is to bring people back to the truth, because we have lied to ourselves in so many ways. Everything about us is a lie. Their marriages are lies. Even their children, they are raising them. They don't know anything. I've met so many people here. They will tell you, my father is a Nigerian. Or they just be a Nigerian. I don't know how they say it. Like they move themselves.
Yeah, they move themselves. The one who said, yeah, my father is a Nigerian. Yeah, they say that.
Nobody is raising their family together, and we're saying that it's enough. And that is the purpose of this platform, to tell you guys the truth, so that don't take it personal, my dear. Don't take it personal. It's not really about you. It's about the collective effort of our people. It's actually a collective well-being of our people that we are looking for. So we're not going to be political courageous to massage your ego, because that's what we've been doing all along. And here people are taking over our land. They are selling our resources and putting on national TV and telling us about it, and we are watching because we kept lying to ourselves, and we're saying enough of the lies. Enough of the lies, people. So this is a good time to clock in. I mean, we're clocking.
You gotta pay them. Clock in and clock out. While the house is burning, you know. You keep clocking in and clocking out and deceiving yourself.
WhatsApp. So, can you copy and post the this thing on there? Let me see if I can do that. The information is there. The meeting ID number is there. I know some of us cannot find it. Let me see if I can copy and paste it where and pin it. I mean, where we can have access to that information in the comment section. So this is a good time for you to call or log in. People tend to log in while we are still talking, and we don't want people to log in when we are talking, you know, because there's no, you're wasting your minutes and burning your data. So this is a good time where if you log in now, we can take your call. If not, we'll call it a day. Our main purpose here really is to educate our people, for them to understand where we're going. And we are not affiliated with any political party, any group, any whatever. And you can see we are not asking you for any money either. You know, all we're asking you is to receive sense. Sister August, are you able to see what I just posted now? And pin it for me. Yeah, so the Zoom meeting ID remains the same. It's the same Zoom meeting ID that we'll be using all along. Yeah.
Sister Mona, has somebody logged in already?
Okay, I'm not even on that screen. I'm trying to, no.
Okay, I need to, you know, explain this impression that some people have. There's this, somebody was putting on the, was commenting that freedom is not taken by, freedom is not given, it is taken by force. That some people have to die for us to get the freedom. So hold on, let me see if I can get the person's name. Commenting. Sorry. That the person
Well, yeah, and that person saying that he's still alive. He doesn't want to die yet.
Yeah, so yeah, now my question to Wise Pat is that what the hell are you waiting for? Why don't you be the sacrificial lamb and, you know, get killed so that we can get our freedom? So the truth about it is that for those that have been selling this franchise, that have been saying, hey, go and die, because now let me tell you up front, what Nnamdi Kanu was doing was expecting a lot of people to die so that he's going to get the picture to UN, and UN will say, okay, because people have died in our community, now get your Biafra. That is not how it works. If he does that, takes that to the UN, UN will say, okay, have you followed the protocol? We have a stipulated protocol. Please go and follow the protocol. That is how it works. So for that person, Wise Pat, you say you're wise and you want somebody else's blood to salvage you. What the heck are you waiting for? Go out there and get killed so that people like us can be saved or saved. So if you want freedom, there's a stipulated protocol by the UN. We've been following it. And he said that this map that Tony is carrying up and down, yes, that map is needed for that protocol to even, for them to even answer you, you have to present a map. Go and read the UNDRIP. If you cannot read the UNDRIP, watch our show on the UNDRIP. You will see the details where they're telling you of what to do.
Please tell them what UNDRIP is, so they will take his drip. You're telling them to go and drink.
Okay. United Nations Declaration of the Rights of the Indigenous Peoples. This was done in 2007. You understand? And guess what? Abraham Tony was also, you know, an influence in that write-up. So if you want to get it by force, okay, you want to get it by force, you don't have, remember the Constitution made it impossible for you to even own a gun. So what are we talking? Are you going to use catapult as your leader told you to go and do? Are you going to use shakabula? Why are you going to even get the shakabula? It's asking you to throw stones and sticks and do local bomb. Why he's in his London home? So yes, ma'am.
Another person is say smart or number or whatever, and they keep calling themselves smart, intelligent, whatever. Meanwhile,
they don't even money enough to use their real.
Exactly. So you know, he's saying, oh, that NSAS, that the higher talk that is possible to bring our constitution. They don't understand what they are telling them. Exactly. Their brain is so dull, and they say they're smart, they're intelligent. Answering smart does not mean that you're smart. If you want, it's like some people to say, John Pray. Okay, I don't want to use somebody's name. Maybe someone will answer wealth so that money can come. No, that's the lie that they're giving people. You go and get a job and get employed, salary will come. Then you get money to solve your problems. Not answering wealth or answering whatever. So answering smart doesn't mean that you need to make you smart. If you don't listen to information that will open your brain, you will never be smart, and you'll be taking wrong decisions, and you will go where they will kill you.
Exactly, and we are trying to avoid that killing.
Let me tell you guys a funny story about not having information, and you will be looking like Mumu.
Mumu square.
That hurricane was coming. I wasn't listening to news. I was busy singing my praise, because you know that's what they teach you in this.
Yes, so sing praise and believe God.
Sing praise. My praise everywhere I go. I don't listen to any news.
So news and information they're giving out.
I don't listen to news. We don't really watch TV. I went to the grocery store. People were packing up bread and water. I'm like asking them if it's on sale. One lady looked at me like, who is this mad person? They thought I have lost my mind, because I'm walking, I'm operating from ignorant place. I didn't know what was going on. And people that do have the information are doing the right thing. They were buying bread, buying water, and
buying tissue paper, buying those necessities.
And I was telling myself it was on sale. That's what's happening to some of you. When you don't listen to an information, you will go to Kroger. While people are buying water, you'll be asking them if it's on sale. So telling you now to go and start reading information, so that you're not saying, why are you carrying map? Because some madman somewhere told you they are carrying map, and you believe the person without reading. If you don't go and get that information, you will continue to run in circles, and hurricane will come. You and your children will not have bread, and they have, because they were telling people to prepare, get water, get bread, things that will not expire. I did not get that information because I was busy praising God for it, because that's what they put in your head from January to December, lying to me.
Yeah, this year is my year of overcoming. Then you will not find yourself
all
under
your
the table.
enemies will die.
The enemy will overcome you.
Somebody that doesn't agree with you will suffer.
Yes, so
my dear, your boss at work will die of cancer. Everything. This is what.
Yes. You come back and see your boss is smiling at you and looking for how to deal with you the remaining one after all the prayers.
Somebody has iPhone on.
All right, iPhone, please turn on your video and give us your 2 cents. Our people, please, we are begging you guys. If we have offended you in any way, we are sorry. We are here to tell you the truth, and you can't hear it any other way. We cannot go any other way. It must be the truth, because we are believing God for this. This is a righteous cause. So we don't want to miss our righteous cause with evil and lying and deceit. That means we'll be running in circles. So this is the truth. Handle it with ease. Just go tell yourself as a wounded soldier, okay, where do I start to fix the problem now? Don't take it to this thing, please. It's not about you, my dear. Sister Q will say it's not about you. It's not about you, Sister Mona. It's bigger than you. So I'm okay with that. It's not about me. It's about our people. It's about people all the time, every time. It must be about our people and not about anybody else. Go ahead, sister, please. Your name and where you're calling from. You have to unmute yourself, Sister Chum.
Okay. Am I coming out?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, my sisters. This is Ndokako. So I thank you guys for always making time to come on to just let our people know what is right to do. And what you guys are saying, you can't say it enough. Is what is right, and that's what needs to be done. That constitution needs to come down, and our people need to get it in their head that that's the right way to go. Screaming and yelling and forcing and looking for positions, like we just see what is just going on, for those of us that have been in it, it's all falling apart. Okay, so London Bridge is breaking down. It has come down. So the best thing to do is for our people to just acknowledge that a group of people just made a mistake. Let's call it mistake. Thought that how they thought they would get their freedom is not the way. It's not the right way. So it doesn't make sense just continuing to hope and believe. It's just not gonna work like that. Okay, the best thing to do is to look out from your, like outside from your comfort zone and look around and see what is going on. What are the solution? And the best solution out there is the Constitution. To help to bring down the Constitution, the Constitution needs to be, reevaluate. Okay, because the way it is today is not functional. It's not working. Look at what is going on today here in America. Okay, without a strong constitution, well mapped out, okay, I mean, America would have been falling apart today. Yes. But look at with the constitution, you can't just go, do whatever you want to do without the constitution, without following the constitution. So everything boils down to, let's go back to the constitution. What does the constitution say? Does the constitution say that at the night of election that a state could choose to just like said, okay, enough, we are not counting anymore, let's continue tomorrow? It's against the constitution. So therefore, they can't just get away with it. And just like what we see happening in Nigeria and Africa in general. So the constitution is the glue until we fix the constitution, and everybody has to come together. Okay, it's a craft, and craft it. Okay, and everybody has to be involved, not just one group of people telling us, oh, okay, this is what has to be done. No, it's a craft. It has to be well crafted to involve everybody. Okay, so my people, the IPOB, Masab, or whatever name they have out there, Biafra. No, your Biafra will not come until the constitution of Nigeria, which you cannot deny the fact that Nigeria you're still in Nigeria. Nigeria is still your country until that constitution is down, and then something else will be, renegotiated. Maybe that, okay, Biafra or Southeast, South, or whoever wants to go their way, you could now go and have your own, whatever name you wanna, you decide. But until then, screaming and yelling and looking for position and looking for leadership or whatever nonsense will not work. Okay, but after all said and done, Nnamdi Kanu and Uche Mefo need to go back to Nigeria and face the consequences of their actions. A lot of people had died, especially Nnamdi Kanu. Uche Mefo, I don't know, being a deputy leader or whatever he was, but Nnamdi Kanu being the quote unquote supreme leader, whatever, he needs to answer for everything that had happened to our people back home. He needs to go back and face the consequences. And he has a court case, so he needs to go back. Okay, if he's that brave, he needs to do that. At this point, it doesn't even matter, brave or not brave. He needs to go back and answer to whatever consequences of his actions. Okay, so I thank you, ladies. Thank the audience. The right thing to do is to rally around the constitutional force majeure. Do everything we have to do. Again, it's not about Tony Nadi. Tony Nadi is just a tool. Okay, there are other people out there that are also doing what they need to do. Yoruba people, they are part of it. Middle belt, right? And then my Igbo people, we are the one that will make much noise, and also we are the ones that will always be late in everything that is going on. So we need to step up the plate and do what is right by joining other ethnic group and let get this done. Okay, so I thank you guys and keep up the good work. I will be on the background. Thank you. Bye-bye.
If I may say something, Sister Choma said, it said that the Constitution is the bone of contention. We all know that. We've been saying this for like forever. So for those people that are saying that we are carrying map up and down, The truth about it is that that constitution, even in your local meetings, your village meetings, your church meetings, every meeting you have constitution. Every meeting you have a guidebook, or a bylaw that you guys follow, so that when you make a mistake, they will say refer back to that constitution. What does constitution say about this person, expunging this person, terminating this person, doing this, doing that? Or what does the constitution say about the money that was being contributed? So no matter what you do, the constitution for every society, the minutest, those days when I was in choir, we had a tiny little bylaw that we go by, even though it's a church choir. You understand? So when we are talking about constitution, we are not just talking about it for the sake of it. We are saying that is the only tool that has held us captive. And that if we pull it down, if you pull that constitution down, or we go back to what it used to be, that we would have our freedom. What is there for you all not to understand? And for Wise Part, he came up again to say that many people died in South Africa. 3.5 million have already died within Biafra. How many people more do you want to die?
Over 3.5 million. And are still dying.
4 million. There was something, the ones they saw. What about
the one that happened at Obibo now? Is it not people die, or is it chicken that died?
Oh,
what blood are these vultures?
What blood do you want? Okay, why don't you present your own blood?
He doesn't want to die. Him and his supreme.
Wise Part, you don't want to die, but you want people to get pushed there and to go and die. For what? And your supreme is talking does not have plan. We have been there. The guy has no plan. Uchemefo is coming out to tell you everything. And for crying out loud, Uchemefo is complicit as well. If going to form another radio, well, use that radio to be bamboozling yourselves. Do not use the radio to ask our people to go and die for you guys. Because you are running a franchise. You are running a rogue franchise. That is what it is. Where people pay in, they pay in. That is why each of the four has ascites. Isn't it, Sister Ekwi?
Yes. Afuku, yes.
Afuku.
Yes.
Because he sits down and gets paid 4,000 pounds every month for doing nothing. For snoring. Somebody said he gets paid for snoring. And you guys go and you start singing, we are good to go, we are good to go, carrying nothing. And
ignorance is a bad thing.
You that want war to happen, if we decide to go by war today, you do not have the equipment to even go to war.
We won't even be that stupid because we are more intelligent than them. We are smart. We have intelligent people. We have professionals, like we keep saying. Going to school is not just to play around in school. There's a reason why you go to school, so that whatever you learn in school, you can use it in solving problems, practical solution to practical problems. How about that? That's why you go to school. You're not going to school to just go there and dash the school fees. So we have problem on our hands, and it's called sovereignty disputes. And all over the world, there's a way it's solved.
Solve it, yeah.
You don't need to kill anyone, and you don't need to get killed. We're saying it. And those that are coming out of IPOB, we welcome you. Osita Dewa, all the Barabo. We were warning you before, but you didn't want to listen. But now you're listening. Okay, please, can you tell the rest to come out? Because that place is a dungeon. There's no plan, and our people are being killed. So we need to come out so that you begin to disseminate this information that we are teaching you here. Those coming out newly, because we know your brain is so empty because they didn't teach you anything. There's no plan. You open radio.
There's no plan.
And also when they come out again, the next thing they do is to open radio station. When they come out again, the next thing they do is radio, because there's no plan.
There's no plan. Who wants to start people contributing for him not to
There's nothing to duplicate. It's about radio broadcasting.
So are we getting the freedom on radio?
That's what they don't understand. And that's what we're telling them. Please go back to our YouTube channels, like video 29. You will start getting informed on what it means to get a democratic, nation, and what the steps that we need to take. We have done all this. UN has it already started out. And then there's a new website. It's called www.freedomfromnigeria.com. What did I say? www.freedomfromnigeria.com. freedomfromnigeria.com. In that website, it has all the things together. That's what the essence of it. It's just for the purpose of campaign and enlightenment, to teach our people, tell our people what is going on, so that when you in a stock place, one spot, you're able to get all the information you need. LNC information, LNN, Daughters of Truth, our brother teaching, Tony teaching. Yes, he's not the only one doing it. We say it all the time that it's not Tony's private thing. He's just a spokesperson. He's a secretary. So that's why you hear him teach all the time. There are a lot of, what they call the, is it Juggernaut, Timber and Caliber, Coconut and Iroko. All those things. Yeah. That with him, working with him, he's just coming like one person coming to speak so that it will be organized. Not this person talking here, this one is talking here. That's why you see him talk most of the time. There are a lot of powerful forces beneath. The essence of what we are doing is to enlighten our people. So that, like Sister Mona said, if you don't have information, when hurricane comes, you will be buying bread and asking them, is it on sale? But if you have information, you will know that why you're buying water, why people are buying water and carrying bread is because there's hurricane coming. There's hurricane coming to Nigeria. Hello, it's called constitutional force majeure. We're not telling you to come and do it. We are telling you so that you be aware. So that when the hurricane hits, you will not say, what just happened? You say, oh, is it this thing this would have been telling us about that is coming? Is it what has come? And you now say, okay, what do we do next? What do we expect to do? So you will listen. More information will be coming to you. It's coming. What is going on?
And that is the beauty of what we are doing. We don't have to be screaming in your ear from morning till night. We don't have to. We keep saying this is that simple. So while you're busy being stupid, somebody is working on your behalf. What we're asking you then, are you ready to receive this thing that is coming to you, right? Because if you're prepared, just like the hurricane, you will not be standing in line asking them if it's on sale. You would have known the reason why they are buying it, because hurricane is coming. So, we cannot emphasize this enough, my people. And we are speaking from a place of love. Mothers are always thinking about their children. Never, ever, nothing else comes before their children. And that is the place that we're coming from. I remember my father telling me a story when he was little in our village. They asked a young man and said, between your father and mother, if I have to, you don't have a choice, I have to kill one person. Who do you choose for me to kill? So the mother and the father they were standing there with the young guy. And he's like, oh, no, I don't want to kill anybody. I love both of my parents. They said, no. Somebody has to go. You don't have a choice. Somebody has to go. And the little boy said, instead of my mother, my father. And he... That is 94 years old. So it's not today that we recognize our mothers as those that really, really care. I mean, it's not like our father do not care. They just don't have, there's a reason why God created them and he said, hey, this is not good, and you added their mother to it. It's just what it is. And people that
are wired differently. Like in their own, they have short circuits. Their brain is just go, come, sit down, stand up, that's it. The women's brain is not just sit down, comport yourself. Is so many wires going on.
It's all connected.
We can multitask.
Yes,
so we can be doing 3 things at the same time and you won't know.
Yeah, the bedroom is connected to the living room. The living room is connected to the kitchen. Everything works together, working together.
So we are not disparaging men, as one person said. That are we disparaging men? No, we are not. We are just telling our men to wake up, because the Fulani men aren't waiting. They are not even waiting. They have moved our wealth from south. They have moved our wealth from southeast. They have moved our wealth from southwest. They have moved our wealth from middle belt. They have connected a train going from Kaduna to Kano to Niger Republic. A train. And they say that they are doing bilateral. Is it bilateral international?
That one is on surface. So underneath, they connected the crude oil from Niger Delta to Niger Republic.
Niger Republic will start producing a natural gas.
Yes.
I mean, what are we talking about? Niger Republic will start producing natural gas when it is the thing that we have in our backyards. And you are saying that we are disparaging men. We're not disparaging men. We need the men to wake up. Wake up if you are sleeping. If they gave you volume 5, throw it out and start waking up, because these things have been taken from our land. It's no longer ours. A man said that the oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa, but the gold in Zamfara belongs to Zamfara. What are we talking about? The gold in Zamfara, the diamond in Zamfara belongs to Zamfara.
It's not today.
Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa. Jigawa Kano, they produce nothing. And yet they get how many percentage of the wealth? You're only getting 30% derivative and you are shouting.
They're not even getting it, though. They give it to their leaders to share. I used to do birthday parties for the enemy.
It goes to the politicians. The 30% derivative does not go to the people.
No.
And we're saying there's an opportunity for you to own 100% of what you have. And you're not listening, and you're saying that we're carrying map up and down. All of you go to UN now and ask them, what is the first thing I will present? You will ask you, where is the map? Maybe when you go there, you will not understand what we've been talking about.
They can't even get there. Do they know the road? On the radio,
they went to the staircase now and did all hail Biafra. And people
no, they didn't go there. They passed through the window. You know, like
staircase and did all hail Biafra. Everybody believed him. He said that we are discussing in secret. I'm like, duh, who discusses in secret?
We should be thanking God
that public.
We should be thanking God that they did not go to UN, because if you have seen them in that their capital suit, my dear,
exactly,
said enslave them another 100 years.
Yeah, you know, all things work together for good for those that love God. So it's good that they didn't get there. They would have denied us this freedom. They would have looked at it and said, "Eh, these people,
this ones,
no,
you guys are serious."
Yeah, you're not serious. Yeah. Yes, is it all you have to present?
Properties, you know.
They say, is it all you have to present in your land? These nitwits, then go back.
Nitwits, as in nitwits, were like
criminal on top.
Criminals. 419, Barawo Banzai.
God really helped us and blocked them from getting anywhere near White House, UN, anything that God blocked them. They couldn't get close. So we really thank God that God did not allow the rogue franchise to get near White House.
You guys knew that there were rogue franchise since 2017 now. They were declared rogue franchise since 2017. So
yes, they knew.
Remember, they had to vet them.
Yes, they had to vet them.
For you to get close to a senator, you have to be vetted. And that's what we are telling people. For you to get close to that White House, you have to be vetted. They will run your criminal record, run everything about you. Of course, you can stay in front of the White House and snap pictures.
I take pictures
of those. Yes,
and we have now. I have one card that they gave you, say Trump team, and
Trump team,
my name on it.
They are not big things. You can go to the congressional building. They will allow you to enter the congressional building, but you cannot speak to a senator unless you're vetted. And there was carrying, there's this pastor in a Killeen, Texas. It was kind of up and down, and people thought that he was talking to a prominent person. Yeah. If I didn't know it was a pastor, I would have said, oh my God, this guy really is meeting in Dutch. He deceived us. He deceived a lot of people. And we're telling you, thank God the franchise has broken. But you cannot open another franchise. Close shop.
Close shop.
Close it.
Stop distracting our people.
Close it. Tell the people the truth. How you guys pushed our people to their death. How you kept mentioning all road list of Faruku when you knew Nandi was not there. And I people got killed for no reason.
Exactly.
Yeah? I'm sorry I have to pick him also. You were always saying, you said that for a very, very long time. You knew the truth.
If the time is to bring your head for court, then you bring it. If the time is to bring your daughter for raping, bring your daughter.
You knew the truth.
He knew the truth.
You knew the truth from day one. You knew that this guy was a mess.
He knew from beginning. Obi knows from beginning.
From the beginning.
He told me personally, Obi knew from beginning, and they'll be telling us, there's a question. Calm down, don't worry. As if they were waiting for something to happen, that is going to blow one day. But people are dying. The struggle is being delayed. Don't you get it? Don't you get it?
That's African men for you, man.
People are dying. He knew from the beginning. He said it consistently. He said it over and over and over. I didn't even know his name. What I knew was Mr. That was how I knew it.
Do you know what that is like? It's as if you are standing with a placard in front, inviting our women to get into the room that they will receive chocolate. Meanwhile, they're being raped in the room. You knew there was a rapist in the room, raping them, and you're standing with placard, and you're saying chocolate for here, chocolate, free chocolate here. And you knew there was a rapist in the room, and you're bringing all the daughters of our land.
to
They
be
are
raped.
all complicit. And they have to answer to all their atrocities.
So
They are all
if you
complicit
want to
in the
save
system.
your face, you people that came out, what's the question?
Can't do what they're supposed to do.
Go and study what we are teaching. Go, like we tell you, there's no room, there's no time for your nonsense anymore. That stupid radio you're opening, you're wasting your time. Go to the videos that we have from video 29 YouTube and begin to get educated on how this thing is going. That's what you need to do so that you stop deceiving our people anymore and stop distracting them anymore, going in circles, merry-go-round, when you know the truth. If not, God will never forgive you people. If not, better go and start remedying what you did.
Even the devil will not forgive them because they have surpassed what devil normally would do.
That's
They
why
have
you see us
overcome
with
what
passion that we are
devil
using
normally would do.
to provide this alternative to our people. Because when we came out, we were there with all our zeal. We didn't even know it was fake. But when we looked and things were not adding up, 2 + 2 was giving us 7. We said, wait a minute, what is going on here? 2 + 2 is supposed to be 4. How come this one is turning into 7 and 5 sometimes? Like, no. We began to ask questions. And then we pulled out. When we pulled out, we came openly to our people. We said, we are not there anymore. They are killing people there. There's no road there. We came out and then we found a road. They said, where is the road? And by the grace of God, we found this road. We started promoting it. We came 20 years late to this road. This road has been there. I was talking to one man before. I said, by the time we got to this bus stop, the vehicle had left. The vehicle had left. We started running.
Running to go and meet up.
Our brother Tony Nandi refused to talk to us except we read all the materials.
Yes.
He said, I'm not talking to you except you go and read and get informed. I don't have time.
Yes.
Sometimes I'll call him and say, ask you a question. What he said, you have not read the material.
Read it. I know. Man, I didn't even want to read the material.
Why you're asking this question is because you have not read the material.
Go back and read. Yeah.
We shared it among ourselves. I started reading other things too. Then getting informed. Then we started teaching our people. That's what we did. It's as simple as that. Because the job has been done. We are not claiming the job. We didn't do it. It was already done. Like we said like the women that came to announce the resurrection of Jesus Christ. That's what we did. We say, come on, see the way, look at the roads to go. Please, don't come out from that evil forest with 10-headed demons running up and down looking for who to rape and kill. This is the road.
He's still looking for 100 men. Meanwhile, 5,000 have died already.
Exactly.
Nonsense and English.
That's what he's using to sell his products. 100 men, my food. When you are a hermaphrodite, you're not even a man yourself. Which woman is giving birth to a woman, a man that is given to you? My son will not follow you because you're not even a man. Which man is there raping women and lying to our people and deceiving our people? And and your mind is still strong. You know that what you're doing is faultless. And you're still continuing with it.
That's the second point.
All right, my people. You know, if we begin to talk about what all these criminals have done to our people, it will never end. And it's so sad. You know, we keep saying this all along. We are coming from a place of love, a place of that we want the best for you. Again, who are you going to listen to? The person making money off of your misery or the person giving you information? We have nothing to gain from this, if not freedom for our people. And again, it's only a mother that will care that much for their children, because if we are selfish, we would have remained there. I would have been the coordinator, the deputy coordinator. I refused. I said, no. You know,
even which one is a mobilization officer? What that big title was bringing?
They said it was deputy. I said, you know,
deputy, yes.
You don't ask me who I am. You don't know if I'm hanging with Buhari. You don't know which one I'm doing. You did not interview me to see what I believe in. You did not ask me about my history because you ate my 3 sample soup. I became the deputy. I said, that's not good enough.
Yes. And when Mona says no, Ekwi, they will come to Ekwi. Yes, you must say yes. I said no. Where Mona is where I am. We're together.
It's sad, my dear. Then that wasn't enough. They went on air and said, oh, now I'm mobilized. I said, I'm not going to be part of defrauding my people. I'm not. I have children here to raise, and I stand on the honor of my forefathers to make sure that my children do not suffer the consequences of my bad actions. I'm telling people all along, they think we are here to take money. Oh, who knew you before? Where were you before? Where were
I don't want to be known.
As if you.
I just want freedom.
You know, I've been here almost 30 years. I don't even talk to anybody. Talk less of know you for what? What are you
What
going
does that mean?
to do? My name is Monachim Saga. Monachi, do you know what that means? God has done everything for me. I need nothing. I don't need to defraud you to become someone.
No.
Rather believe someone who's making money off of your misery. Someone who knew the truth, because they are collecting $4,000, they keep lying. Are you saying? Are you saying? The Fulanis are in the backyard. Did you say? Are you saying? Are you saying? Are you saying? The poor guy will hang up. You'll be speaking English to our people that are struggling to speak English. Never will lower yourself to say, oh, and speak our language. You'll be speaking English knowing that this brother is struggling to communicate. My dear, enough of the fraud. Like we say, close the goddamn shop.
Close the shop. The shop.
Punks. Close the shop.
No
nonsense. Between you guys and your political parties and your political class and your criminal gang members, and get what we are very bad. I say he's not a part of the government too. He's I forget he's enslaved in the government.
Yeah, close shop. He's a slave. So
close
he's
shop.
Not part. He's a slave. Close shop. Come back home.
Speaking of close shop, we know that we've been captured and enslaved in our land. Right? That's been going on. My sister keeps saying it. They have kind of rice right now. And the worst part is we don't even know, they've already loaded us up. We don't know if we're going to Jigawa or Niger. We're already in the back, in the train, rice inside the train. They are shipping us somewhere. We don't even know where we are going. We have no right to the land that we have in our place. We have no right to our resources. We have no right to choose those that will lead us, our children. We can't even speak. Neither can we ask questions. We can't even get justice when our children are being killed in an unimaginable fashion. We can't even ask, we can't even do anything. It's like we are helpless in our own, we are not even free, my goodness, this is awful. And we keep telling our people, this thing is not that complicated anymore. Thank God for Brother Tony and his ally, working day and night to make sure that we understand what it takes to give us our freedom, which is decommissioning the 1999 decree that we call Constitution. The only way to to restore our rights, the only way to our freedom is to decommission the 1999 Constitution or decree, and we must start that immediately by suspending all political activities at the national level, all of them. So no 2023, no this one like our brother Dele said. Nobody, even if he said 20 of him, if you bring 20 million of him, and times say by the power of billion, that you will not be able to run Nigeria. And we keep telling people, our people that call themselves public figure, they're on Facebook today, they will tell you, oh yeah, Tony Nadi is working. Next week, they will go back and start talking about 2023. The same men, somebody will say, why are you talking about men? Can we get this thing right? By the way, men, I do love you guys. I just want you all to do the right thing because our children are dying. Yep. Can we get this thing right so that we can go home? Stop waiting for someone to call you from London. All of a sudden, you don't know about LNC anymore. You're talking about it's Nigeria 2023 election. Election for what? When you are hiding somewhere in Obodo Yibo. And you want our people to continue this suffering for you to renew our enslavement in 2024. So we must start immediately by suspending all political activities at the national level, starting like yesterday, day before yesterday even. We can't do this anymore. Stop wasting our time. Please, enough is enough. Thank you. Please go ahead.
Dalo, thank you, my sister. So isiokwu anyị taa bụ na anyị bụ ohu n'ala anyị. Ohu na-enweghị ala. Ohu na-enweghị ihe akụ na ihe enwe. Ohu na-enweghị ike ịhọpụta ndị ga-achị ya na ụmụ ya. Ohu na-enweghị nkwuwa okwu. Ohu na-enweghị ike ịjụ ajụjụ. Ohu na-enweghị ikike inweta ikpe ziri ezi. Ọ bụ naanị otu ụzọ ka anyị nwere iji zọpụta ma iji gbapụta onwe anyị n'aka ọnọdụ ọjọọ anụnwa. Ya bụ ụzọ bụ ịdọtụ ajọ ntọala ndị agha Naịjirịa jiri kee anyị agbụ. Ya mere o ji wee dị oke mkpa ka anyị kwụsịgodu okwu ọbụla gbasara ime nzukọ ndị political party ndị na-ahụ maka ntụnye aka n'akwụkwọ gọọmenti etiti. N'ihi na onye ọkụ na-agba ụlọ ya anaghị achụ oke. Ndewonu.
Oh, I should go on.
Yes, please.
Okay, káàárọ̀ àwọn ènìyàn wa. Mú àwọn àkọsílẹ̀ ilé tí a ní lónìí. Ẹ̀kan ni pé a jẹ́ ẹrú lórílẹ̀-èdè tiwa. A ò kàn ní àwọn ètò láti ní ilẹ̀ wa. A ò kàn ní àwọn ètò láti ní àwọn oríṣu wa. A ò kàn ní àwọn ètò láti yan àwọn tí ó ṣe amọ̀nà fún àti ọmọ wa. A ò kàn lè sọ̀rọ̀. A ò kàn lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìbéèrè. A ò kàn lè gba òdodo. Ọ̀nà kan ṣoṣo láti mú àwọn ètò wa yìí padà ni láti decommission 1999 military decree tí àwọn Fúlàní gbé fún wa. Àti ní pé a ò fẹ́ mọ́. A dẹ̀ need láti dá dúró. A ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pàṣẹ dídádúró gbogbo àwọn iṣẹ́ ìṣèlú lórílẹ̀-èdè wa. Pé no more election on the national level. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ àwọn ènìyàn wa. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sister Augusta. Thank you, our people. Thank you again for joining us this week. We'll see you guys next week. I hope.
Sister Mona, before you go, I just want to remind our people about this book. Yeah, for a while I've not been able to talk about it, but this lovely book is a beautiful book. It's written by my husband. It's a book for freedom for our people. The title is A People Set Apart by Chimeze. If you go on Amazon, YouTube, if you go on, is it iTunes? I think they have it now. So go buy it. It's a lovely book. It's a book about our people. It's a book about our freedom. And it's a book about once we get the freedom, what we will have to do with it. It's a very, very lovely book. My husband is writing some excerpts from the book on his timeline. Each time he writes, I try to repost it to our people. It's lovely. There's so much love story in it as well. You know, our people are loving. We are loving Dolly. So much love story and love of country, love of people. And it's also about the war, the Biafran war that happened in the 60s. So please, if you have opportunity, you go. It comes in paperback, you know, it also comes in hard copy. So, you know, these are the two. So please go on Amazon and you will see it. Thank you very much. Sister Muna, you can continue.
Yes, when you talk about love, I heard this scripture comes to my mind. It said, how can we sing the Lord's song in a strange
foreign
land?
Exactly.
You know, we are love people. We want to secure our land so that the love we have will be able to share that love and it will be meaningful love. We're tired of sharing love in a foreign land.
That's right. That's right. That's a good one to stay with.
And you know, we are in a holiday season here in America, so this is a good way to use this book as a gift. You know, this is a good way to get it to someone. It's a good gift wrapper. You can. The good thing about when you buy it on Amazon, you can send it directly to the person's house.
Yes.
So you can do. There's so many things we can do with this. You know, instead of giving gifts of lipstick and toothpick and clothes, give the book of that people to start reading, because that's where you will go to the. You're not informed. You know, you're dancing and praising and not reading things that will change your mind. And then when you go to the grocery store, they'll be selling water you think is on sale and hurricane is coming.
We really want to build up the reading culture of our people. Please start reading, because it makes, when you understand what happened to us during the war, when we saw certain things and we say it will make more sense to you, you know, please.
Right. So yeah, so thank you everyone for listening. Again, to clear the air, we are talking about the men that are running Africa, and everyone knows that men are in charge in Africa and even in the world. So it's not about you, my brother. Don't get it twisted. Have a wonderful day or weekend.
Bye. See you next week.
Bye.